Welcome to our Excel trainings. When we create summary tables when using Microsoft Excel, we can quickly group the data and easily get the values we want, such as totals and numbers. In our previous example, we created our summary table. Look, when we go to Sheet 1, there is a summary table we created on a company basis. Now let's create a summary table based on representatives at the bottom of the same page. For this, first of all, I go to the page where the data is, and after going to this page, I go to the Insert tab and select the Pivot Table option. In the Create Pivot Table option, that is, in the Pivot Table creation window, there is no problem with my data range. This place will remain the same, but I will have to select the page where I will create the data pivot table. It is not a new worksheet, that is, it is not a new worksheet. We call it Exit Worksheet. So the existing worksheet. Friends, it is not enough to select this after clicking on the location section. You must click here and go to Sheet 1 page and click on the area where you want to create the summary table. You should see moving ants where you want to create a pivot table. After selecting this, when you press OK, a second table appears on our page to create a summary table. Then let's take our representative value as rows. Let's take our sales method value as value. And to separate our numbers into thousands places, press the right button again and select number format from here and select the thousands separator from the number section. After selecting the binary decimal place and clicking OK, we can create a second summary table on the same page. The point you need to pay attention to here is this. Two pivot tables do not overlap. In other words, if the data in our summary table at the top increases, if the number of our companies increases and conflicts with the summary table at the bottom, the system will not allow this. You can move pivot tables as you wish. Normally, after making a wide selection, we can select a slightly wider empty cell and move them wherever we want by holding the line. In this way. This is all, friends. Be careful not to overlap when creating your summary tables. Look, for the example I came from here, you can see the representative expressions in this summary table. Let me take the arm of the filter here. Look. The system does not allow this because the moment I put this here, that is, when I take the representative value column by column, it will conflict with the summary table on the side. The system will not allow it. It will not allow it to be exaggerated. You have the chance to play like we can create summary tables within the same summary table, within the same book, within the same page, or within a different book. Look, let's do it this way. Let's say new from file. Let's open a new blank page. And let's move on to our summary table with the Alt-Tab key. I'm coming from here now. I came to page 1. I will create my summary table in the other book. I will create it in my blank book. I came to Insert. I said Pivot Table. See Select Range here. We have no problem with this. We call it Exit Worksheet. Click on Location and click here. Let's bring this down. I'm moving on to the next page. I move on to the next book and click here. Look, which book, which page, which cell I selected in the location section below is here. When you press OK, the summary table information of your other page comes here. And from here you can easily create the summary table as you wish. Summary tables can similarly be created on a separate page in a separate book or right next to our data if you wish. Look, we say Insert Pivot Table again in a similar way. From here, I choose the bottom place again, not New Works. I go to Location and start my summary table right here. Press OK and look. The summary table section is here. Let me carry it a little bit. I took the representative here. I got your sales here. Look, our data is here. Our summary table can be created as here. In other words, the summary table depends entirely on which page, in which book, or in which cell of which page you will create it. You need to be careful that two pivot tables do not overlap. If these will happen while the data is being refreshed, you need to be careful. You need to arrange the spaces and tables accordingly. Apart from that, you can easily create summary tables on any page, book, or within the same page.